welcome back to my latest trapping video. Today we'll be showcasing a rally trap from one of our subscribers. His name is Wasabi. You've probably seen his videos in some of my previous videos, but he's on his rally trap here, Sugar and Spice. He's going to be taking a quad rally from a bunch of Titans here. They have 11k heroes and mythic gear and all that stuff. So this is basically going to show you how rally traps kind of have to deal with all these big guys nowadays. It used to be much easier before familiars and all that stuff, but now that the familiars are out, these Titans hit very, very, very hard. I've seen a lot of Titans be able to kill like 7 or 8 million troops if they counter them properly and all that. So this is one of the reasons why I do not want to turn my solo trap into a rally trap, because first off, I do not have the gear for these rallies at all. Like, these rallies are way too strong for me. Even if I had a proper rally trap comp, I would not have the stats for them. I need like way higher stats, way better gear, because Wasabi here, or Sugar and Spice, you'll see his war gear very soon, and it's much better than anything I would ever have. He's got like gold level 60 stuff and all that stuff, so it's actually like it's a step above what I have, and it's kind of what you need if you want to be taking these Titan rallies. Unfortunately, like, I mean, maybe you could take a solo rally. A solo rally is not always the hardest thing to take, because you can counter it and get the right, what's called, reinforcements and all that. But on these quad rallies, it's almost impossible, because they're not going to be sending the same thing at you. You don't actually know what they're sending a lot of the times, unless you have like spies, or they are basically, you can see the troop speed or whatever. But even then, you wouldn't be able to counter them, because if they're going to time them, all go at the same time, so you only have a couple seconds in between each if you're lucky, and you could basically only heal or anything like that. So he's faking like he's offline. He has some weird random gear on. He's going to throw in his real gear here very soon. You'll actually be able to see what he actually has. So there's his real gear, mostly gold, level 60, some little bit of purple, level 60, but very good. So he switched back to his research. He's going to quickly switch back to his real gear very soon here, because the rallies are about to come out at him. So yeah, you can see that's his fake gear or research gear. I guess he didn't want to show him his real gear before the rallies went, but he's going to throw on his real gear here. It's very good mixed gear, much better than mine, and he's going to heal up, and then he's going to make sure he's going to gem heal here, because they're going to speed up right at him. So there's like, you wouldn't really have any chance to actually maybe basically counter these, because there's too many of them coming at the same time. They're going to be trooping him, one-trooping him and all that, so he's just going to heal in between, but he will lose troops every single time here, especially since they're, what's called, hitting him or timed very well, because a lot of those rallies will only come out a couple seconds between, so obviously you can't change your phalanx and all that to counter them. You'd have no chance to do that. All you can do is sit in your base and try and heal there, so you lost 1.8 million on that one. Did cap the other guys. Yeah, so he did end up capping all of them. He did very well on capping them, but obviously they also hit him very hard as well. So he doesn't want to show the full reports, but that's up to him. So, but yeah, as you can see, he did end up losing a bunch of troops. He did drop down to 465 million might from 5, wherever is it, 5 something. So you can see he basically lost his front line of his tier 2 glads. That was basically it. They were able to basically wipe out his tier 2 glads in that hit, but he was also able to cap every single one of them. So he did cap all 4 of them. He now has all 4 of their leaders. So he did actually very well in that, but this is the life of rally trap. You're going to lose troops when these Titans hit you. They hit way too hard not to lose troops, unless, like I said, you can do a full counter and all that. But on a quad rally, it's impossible to do a full counter, because you don't have time. You're just basically hoping for the best. Hopefully they don't do too much damage to you, but like I said, it could happen, like, especially if you're not set up properly, if you don't have the good gear and all that. But as you can see, he has all their leaders in his infirmaries right now, so he's going to do he's basically set up now, because he has all the leaders. Basically, that he did his job. So he was trying to get all their leaders. He got all their leaders, and then yeah. So unfortunately for him, they did end up pardoning all the leaders, so they got them all back. So so yeah, you can see all the leaders are walking back from everybody. That's a little unfortunate. He did end up losing the leaders after that, but he did end up capping them in the first place. So it kind of sucks that they were able to get the leaders back because they had the pardon, but it is what it is. So yeah, so it's like, dang, yeah. After all that work and losing all those troops, he ended up getting the pardon going on. So what they ended up doing was trying to rally him right after this. So as you can see, they're doing another triple rally on him, and he doesn't want to take this triple rally because he's down a bunch of troops now. He doesn't have an infantry front line or anything like that because he lost it basically in those rallies. The reason why he was sitting in infantry for the rallies is because it's really hard to sit in cav or range. They don't really take multi-hits as well. It's the same thing for solo traps. If, let's say, you were sitting in cav phalanx and they sent a range rally and you would do a ton of damage. Like you said, you'd probably lose 7 or 8 million troops in that rally, whereas you're only losing 1 or 2 million troops, let's say, in a cav blast that's counters you. So, but if you're doing like a single rally, like I said, is so much easier to counter. But like in these quad, these triple rallies, it's impossible to counter, especially if they're speeding up the coalition and they time it really well. Because they did time it well. They had anchors in. They all sent at the same time to sped up the coalitions. So it's like they're all hitting you almost at once. He was able to get like 1 heal in, basically between the 4 rallies that hit him in the first time. So that's why he lost so many troops, because his infirmaries were a little full, just because 3 of them basically hit him all at once at one point. So he did end up shielding for that, but now he's in Fury. So they are actually going to rally him again, because now he's in Fury in the Wonder. If you ever do get in this situation and you can't take the rally, and there's like a quad or a 5-person rally on you, you're in Fury and whatever, make sure you pour it into the Wonder, because as soon as you burn, it's going to cancel all the other rallies, so only 1 rally might hit you, and then you will lose way less troops than you would if, let's say, you were outside and whatever it's called, not in the Wonder, because the rallies don't cancel. But as soon as you get burnt in the Wonders, all the other rallies cancel, so you're totally okay, and you can just basically port around, change your name, put out the fire so they can't find you again, because they can't even have a tracker rally at that point, because like I said, it cancels all the rallies. So that's basically what he's going to do here. He's going to port into the Wonder, because like you said, he is down a bunch of troops. He's basically at 465. He doesn't have any infantry front lines, so this triple rally is going to hurt a lot, depending on how it happens. If he burns on the first one, he'll be okay. If he doesn't burn on the first one, he might not be okay, because the second one will burn him and do a lot of damage. So yeah, there's actually 4 rallies on him now. He's got a quad rally set on him again. It's a quad or 5. Am I saying this wrong? It's either 4 or 5. Sorry, he keeps scrolling up and down. I can't forget. Yeah. Anyway, so he's going to be having all these coalition troops sped up towards him. He's going to try and quickly heal, but since they speed it up so fast, it doesn't actually register that it's hitting him, even though there's multiples hitting him. So he got burned out, and it was like, huh? So he took a couple rallies, and then he actually won the first one. But then the second one burned him really badly, lost 3 million troops. So that's the problem. If he had burnt on the first one, it wouldn't have been so bad. But since he was already down troops, and now he's even down more troops, so he lost another front line there. So he's down a ton of troops now. So he can't take another rally. But since he was burned, he was basically random ported away. They didn't know where he was. So he's less than 2 minutes in Fury now, so if there was more rallies set on him, he'd be totally fine. But they did end up finding him, so they know what his comp is, because they know he's down troops. So they are now porting in, probably going to try and set up a new rally. But since he's actually down almost all his troops, he only has like 4 million troops left, I believe they actually might actually do something a little crazy here and try and solo him. So he doesn't have a lot of troops right now, but he does have some reinforcements. But he only has basically range at this point, so they know that. They know basically he's lost almost all his other troops, so now they're going to send infantry at him. So he's going to switch the cav phalanx. He does have a little bit of troops left, other than range, so it's not like he only has range, but they're going to try and solo him, even though he has really good stats and still has a bunch of troops left. So it's not going to work out as well as they thought it would, so he's going to gem heal up here as the gangbang is going on. And he's going to quickly try and heal, because he is actually used to this anyways, so he was able to actually cap them again. So they ended up getting capped as a solo. Basically, he was like a solo trap at that point. The HOI guy decided to get himself capped for was that second time or third time? Yeah, the second time he's been capped in the video. The first time was the rally. Second time he didn't get capped, and then the third time he did get capped in the solo attack. So that's kind of funny there that the guy decided to try and cap him there, or try and try and solo him. It didn't do much damage though. Like I said, the guy has really good stats still. Like he still had some cav left, so he's throwing his infantry into the cav. But since his stats are high enough, he was able to cap him pretty easily. So, did he send a double attack? Oh, he sent a double attack there. He tried to gangbang him by himself, and the second one wasn't with the leader, so he was able to actually cap the guy after the guy had actually, what's called, took out all his troops. So he became basically a solo trap at the end there, even though the guy, even though he was a rally trap before. So, so yeah, he actually did quite well there. It was kind of funny to see how the new rally traps and all that, basically the dangers of that, because like I said, if you're not set up properly, these quad rallies from these Titans just do so much damage right now. And he did end up taking the first one well, but he got interfering in the second one. Didn't have his troops set up again. If he had the same problem as the first one, he would have been fine. But since he didn't, he actually took quite big losses because he had already lost one of his front lines. So he was basically down just the two troop types, and they kind of countered that. And then at the end, they tried to solo him, but that didn't work out for them. They ended up losing their leader again. And then, yeah, so great take by Wasabi. Thank you for sending in your clips. If you guys have any more clips to send me, just let me know. I'll get those basically put into videos. I have the top 5 coming out this week. I'll have another one of the Griffin Trap videos coming out soon. He has some new clips, so he's going to send me those, and I'll make a video out of that as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.